This is For the Sports with Scott P, and I got a special guest in here with me tonight, man. I got Zykeem Brooks from New Bern, North Carolina, running back. How you doing tonight, Zykeem?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I know you gotta. I'm gonna get to you a little later, but I know it's a big matchup between y'all and West Craven going down this Friday, man. Tell me how big is that matchup?
So it's basically been 2 years since we played because of last season, the season that just passed, COVID and stuff like that, and people just playing conference games. And to me, to New Bern Bells, it's always a big game. It's the big game because it's the only game that week. But on top of that, it's a rivalry. And on top of that, it's personal to me because I don't know how this happened, but I haven't been able to play West Craven yet. Freshman year, I didn't get to be able to play them sophomore year. I was set out with a knee injury. Now it's senior year, so
gotta go out with bang. Yeah.
And I got a couple of friends over there, Braden, Daquan Shelton, CJ Mills. And I just know you can't, one thing about West Craven, you can't judge them off the loss they just took because of the atmosphere, it's going to be a game.
Right. And like you said, you got a couple of friends over there, man. I think that's kind of dope that y'all community is so knit close because over the summer you kind of worked out with a couple of those fellas too, right?
Yep.
Yeah, how was that? Was it a little junk talking in between that?
Yeah, it's fun. It's always y'all be teammates while y'all working out together, but then you be like, I'm gonna use it on you now. You know how that goes.
For those who don't know Zykeem is a running back from New Bern, like I said, but this kid is really talented. I mean, he do everything on the field that you ask him to. I mean, he'll block, he'll line up in the wide receiver position, and he's a hard-nosed runner. That's what I really like about him, and he's very well balanced, man. So, I just wanted to say last week you rushed for 8 carries, 200 yards, 4 touchdowns.
Yes.
I set the school record for 718 yards, all total offense. How was that, going down in the history books? How you feel about that?
The crazy thing is we broke our own record. Last season, we set the record when we played, I think it was Southern Wayne. We went for 500-plus total rushing yards. On top of that, we broke the school record of it's either 71 points or 81 points. So us doing that the other night, it wasn't planned. It was just based off we did everything right and everything we were supposed to. And that was just on the touchdowns and yards that counted because, we had 4 that, got called back and stuff like that. But it's amazing because you'll always be like, we did that. We did it twice. We broke our own record. And hopefully, come for the state record.
That's dope. Tell me, how is it? Because y'all got another special running back on your team too. Aaron. Is Aaron Herring? Is that his name?
Aaron Herring.
Aaron Herring. How's that? Y'all splitting the carries, and you being an upperclassman. How's that?
I'm totally fine with it because we've been doing that since he was a freshman and I was a sophomore. So it's nothing new. All it is just that we're the older guys now. We're the main starters, and it's fun because when you're tired, you can let up and be like, all right, I'm gonna go block. You're gonna get behind me. You're gonna run. You're gonna take off. Plenty touchdowns we made that night when we breaking out the huddle. We like, who gonna get it? I'm like, you eat. He like, you eat. And it's just fun because one person, you could stop one person, but you can't stop more than one person.
It's definitely fast, man. So, over the summer, you went to a lot of camps. I know you went down to the FSU camp where a lot of colleges was in attendance. How was that experience for you?
It was a good experience because, for one, I'm from Tallahassee, Florida. It just so happened. I'm from Tallahassee, Florida. I went to FAMU DRS Elementary School and things like that. So when I went down there to regularly visit over the summer, it just so happened that, they had the mega camp and things like that. So it was a fun experience, and I was always a big Florida State fan. That's my team. I know the record ain't pretty, but that's always.
I'm rocking with you. I'm nose all day too.
That's always been my team. So just being in that environment, actually get to experience it, made it fun. And on top of that, I use it as a connection to get to other coaches. Because there I balled out. I got to talk to Arizona coach. I got to talk to Georgia Southern. I got to talk to Alabama State. I got to Valdosta, Western Kentucky. It was just a fun experience. I feel like I had a true high school experience of being a recruit and just balling out.
Yeah, that's what's up. You've been selected to play in what all-star game were you selected to play in?
The Blue-Gray All-American Combine Bowl is January 31st. It's going to be at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Stadium. I also was nominated to play in the All-American Bowl. That would be in Texas, January 17th. But I'm not sure about that one yet. I'm just trying to take it one step at a time.
Yeah, I feel you on that. But as long as you play in one and get that experience, get that exposure, man.
Yeah.
So coming from New Bern, y'all really don't get a lot of exposure for the talent that y'all have, just the 252 in general. So what advice would you give for a kid that's maybe in that area looking to get recruited? How would you tell them to market or brand themselves to put themselves out there?
I'd say camps. Some people say camps do not work, but I'm telling you, camps. I truly feel like if I didn't do camps, a lot of people wouldn't know me, because when you ball out of the camp, you're getting your name stamped in a newspaper or in a title or any blog that they're putting out. So I say camps, building your body, building connections, and if you got any friends that got connections, use them. Also, go out of state. Definitely go out of state. You have to get out of your comfort zone, and that's basically it. Twitter is all about branding yourself, because yes, coaches help you, but a coach also is going to want you to be able to put yourself out there, because it's a business at the end of the day.
Exactly. I'm glad you said that, because most kids don't realize, they think the coaches come looking for you when actually you got to go looking for the coaches. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, it's a business. They got thousands of kids to tend to. They can't just stop for you. You know what I'm saying? So the more you put yourself out there, they'll see you. They will see you. Yep. Do you have any personal goals for this season?
Personal goals for this season? For one, I'm fully healthy, so I've already passed that one goal. Two, I just want to have my biggest year yet. So I've already had me a career game last Friday, so I just want to be consistent with that 200 yards, 300 yards, and eventually that 1,000 yards rushing coming. Just being able to once again be well-rounded, get over that hump of the regional championship. I want me one before I leave. I want me one. And I feel like this year would be the perfect year to do it, because competition is bigger. So I can say I took out the top dogs.
Right. Definitely. You speak of being consistency. I know over the summer you worked out with KJ Simpson's father, right? What was the benefits of that working out going into the season?
Ah, man. I love that, man. Everything I do, as far as even last week, he changed my whole run. He changed my whole running style. He taught me a lot of things like staying on my toes, elusiveness, watching. The workouts he do, he's the type of person, he doesn't just make you go and work out. He makes you work on the things, not that you're already good at, but what you're not so good at. So then you can just keep building. As far as the little things like me running to the sideline, switching hands, ball in the outside hand, making little cuts, how I go to the right, cut back all the way to the left. Like that did a big impact. And on top of that, he gives me exposure also. He also puts me out there.
Great man. Yeah, great man. Just from what I see on Facebook, little conversations I have with him, I can tell he's a great man. Yeah. This is your senior year. So as far as on the education side, what are you looking to major in when you go to school?
That's been a hard decision, because I like a lot of stuff. I've sat down and talked about my mom about it, but I always said one thing I always want to do outside of football. I always I don't know why, I'm big into fire and technologies. So firefighting school, anything like that. So whatever school has the best, way to get me closer to something like that, to keep me academically in school and stuff like that, that's where I'll go.
So do you have a top 5 list? Without football, do you have a top 5 list of schools you would want to go to?
Nah. I'm so open-minded to I feel like with a lot of kids today, how they commit to a school and decommit, I feel like I'm the type of person, I'm so open-minded, I'll always wait to the last second, because from the age 17 to next year when I'm 18, my mind's going to change. So it'll be the last second thing, really thinking it out, talking about it with my mom and my parents and stuff like that. So as far as having a set school, any school got a shot. Any school.
I feel you. So if Zykeem wasn't playing football, what other sport would he be doing?
Oh, sure, basketball.
Basketball? Can you hoop?
I came in, I used to hoop until probably my 9th or 10th grade year. It's I stopped hooping because I seen what football was doing for me. And I was just if I just grind, continue, stay down with football, I think I could do something. My dad was a big triathlete. He did football, basketball, baseball. I did baseball once I was in Florida, but once I moved up here, I seen that New Bern, all I heard was about Mike Hughes. It just made me want to play football so much.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. So let me ask you this. We're going to get into a little personal questions, a little this and that. I'm gonna start off with this. Well, actually, I want to ask you before I start that. Who do you model your game after?
Whew. I love Ezekiel Elliott.
Oh man, that's a good one. That's a good one.
I love Ezekiel. I love how the way I am. Usually, big running backs like me, they say hit the hole. But I feel like Zeke, he hit the hole, and he can have speed. So I mean, I feel like I can always switch it up. I can power through the hole, or sometimes with some of my runs, I'm patient, find the hole, cut back, stuff like that. I love his workouts too. The workouts are insane.
That's what's up. All right, so let's get into it, man. Nike's or Adidas?
It depends on what we talking about. Uniform, shoes, like what we talking about.
Your personal preference. Which one you prefer?
I'm gonna say that 3-stripe life, Adidas. I'm gonna say that Adidas. When it comes to football, Adidas. Just like we just preview our new white uniforms that we got the other night, and we got some new ones coming again too that we got to show off everybody. So Adidas all day.
I feel you. Fast food or home cooked meal?
Ooh. Home cooked meal. My mom cook every night. Nothing can beat that.
Hey, you're not wrong with that. Android or Apple?
Apple.
Good pick. So who your favorite NFL team?
I'm more into college than NFL, but when I think of NFL, I love the Seahawks. I like DK Metcalf, and I've liked the Seahawks ever since Marshawn Lynch been there. Marshawn Lynch also had something to do with why I picked 24.
That's what's up. I can see it too. I can see it the way you run, your running style. I definitely can see it. Let me see. What else do I got? I've got another question for you, man. I'm trying to think of it. I had it in my head while I was talking to you. Like, it just brain went blank. But I really appreciate you for coming on, man, because I've been wanting to do this for a while. And whenever you decide to commit, man, you definitely can come back on here and tell me why you decided to commit where you commit, man. But other than that, Zykeem, appreciate you for coming on. Good luck against West Craven. And till next time, brother, I see you.
Thank you. I appreciate you supporting me from like when I had I have nothing, and then once I get to the top and the offers, the commitment, it sounds like you'll definitely be one of the first people I come to.
Oh yeah, I appreciate that. Any shout outs you want to give while you on here?
My mom, because she get me everywhere. Like those camps that got me exposure, she got me there. My coach now, he's getting me ready for college. He gives you all angles of how our coach is going to coach. Mr. Keith, the exposure and the player he built me to be, and you and the media. That's pretty much it.
Appreciate it. Well, there you have it, folks. That's Zykeem Brooks from New Bern, North Carolina. Go check out his film and let the people know where they can go check out your highlights, man. Go
to Hurdle, search up Zykeem Brooks, New Bern High School, number 24. It'll be the first one to pop up.
This is For the Sports with Scott P and Zykeem, man. We out.
All right.